Are you looking for a way to get maximum ROI for social media without having to put your face on camera? Well, I have an incredibly successful strategy for you. You're going to want to check it out on this episode. Hey there, everybody. I'm Kim Walsh Phillips, and I am thrilled to be with you today. We're going to be talking all about a strategy you can use to generate massive social media engagement, drive leads in, set yourself up as the authority and expert without putting your face on camera. Now, I don't have a problem with my face on camera. I'm literally talking to you on camera right now, but I like to mix up my posts. I don't always want it to be like a face. This is not selfie time. This is about growing our business. And so I like to mix up my posts, create variety. And my favorite thing about the post I'm about to show you is that it's one I can create ahead of time. I could have a batch of content just kind of like sitting there, hanging out with the bad self, and then I can pull it on out and put it to work when I need to. These are great posts to have in reserve when you are maybe going to go out in the holidays, or you're going to take time off, or you have something busy going on, and you could have these posts ready to go to schedule them ahead of time. Incredibly effective. Now, what this is called, it's called an Instagram carousel post. It's when you have more than one photo in an Instagram post, you can slide the Instagram photos one after the other. Let me show you what I am talking about. All right, so what we're talking about here is this post right here. It's called a carousel post. And what it does is when you upload your photos for the Instagram post, you can click through them and you can see the different photos. Let's see if it's actually gonna let me work. Oh, okay, it is. Very good. It was loading finally. Okay, cool. So here we are. So what you do is you create these photos ahead of time. Now, I like to use an app called Word Swag. That's WORDSWAG. Word Swag is great for creating stylized posts that include words. So it makes it really, really easy. And what I did was I created several images using Word Swag that all use the same format. I would create the image once, I would save it, I'd go back and edit it, and I'd put the other text on it. And now I put this additional word on here of swipe by adding another text layer. That's something else you could do on there as well. You just press the little plus button. You can add a little bit of words. I just made it red, super simple. And now I have the title for my post and instructions to swipe so you get to more images. Now, carousel posts are amazing because people have to engage with your profile more in order to read them. They're clicking through all your photos. People are spending more time with you. And Instagram actually tracks the amount of time spent with your profile as an indicator whether or not they're going to show more posts to those people. So overall, this type of post raises the engagement score. Really good. Now, I like to create a little bit of curiosity out of these, give some tips, but also get them to click through. So I don't include a ton of words on the pages. People don't want to read all that, especially little on their phone. They're going there to just, escape for a few minutes, have a good time. They don't want to spend an endless amount of time on your social content. So I like to keep them short, less than 10 words per page. Okay, let's go through it. So what I said was 5 changes we made to double our revenue. So you're going to start with the number of something, number of steps, number of changes, number of strategies, to what? What outcome? This is to double our revenue. I gave a very specific outcome. 5 changes we made to double our revenue. Okay. By the way, this is a very different title than a lot of you like to do, which is like the 5 mistakes you're making. Nobody woke up today saying, ooh, I want someone to tell me the mistakes I'm making. No one thought that. No one thought that today, but they did want to know what were 5 changes I made to double my revenue. What? Now that's curiosity seeking. Okay. That's image 1. Image 2, I did stop relying on word of mouth and referrals as our main source of leads. Next one, added a 0 to our price. Next one, only worked with clients we liked. Next one, no longer took appointments earlier than 48 hours after the request. And next one, stopped negotiating on price. That's 5 things. Then I put a little pull together of the whole thing, catchphrase about it. Working more hours isn't the answer to scaling your business. The secret is this: you have value and you deserve to be paid for it. And then I put my name down below. Now, this post doesn't have a call to action. It's not trying to get people to opt into my webinar. It's simply creating engagement. And why that's so good is you can actually create an ad in the future for people who engaged with your profile. And when you get people to engage with you, you're telling Instagram, share my stuff with more people, which is basically like, give me some free ads there, Instagram. And they do. They share your stuff with more people. It also helps to create you as the authority and the expert because you're offering thought leadership of your own. Stop waiting for other people to quote you. Start quoting yourself and create your carousel post with more tips. Now, something else here, I made the design super simple, very easy to read, burns less calories on the brain to get through the whole thing. And our brain is always conserving calories. So make sure you don't try to make it too clever, too long, too complicated. Let them have a quick ROI. And the way that you do it is when you create your post on Instagram, you're simply going to select multiple photos. It lets you lay it out in the order you want the photos to be seen, and you can have a good time doing it. You could include your face on these if you want to. Some people do on the first slide or the last slide, but you can also just use text on the page, and it works incredibly well for creating engagement and creating sales. That's it for this episode. But if you want more strategies, check out my video all about how to use a Facebook group.